Hey guys, I'm working on a 2007 Saturn Ion 4-door, the version 2, so they have like a 2, 3, and a red line, I believe is what they call it. This one is the 2. So we're doing a set of seals on the transmission. This one was leaking. I guess it's pretty common at this about this mileage. So I took off the other side, the other axle, and I ended up with this little sleeve right here sticking out, and you can see it's not like your normal CV axle. So what I did was I ended up stuck with this situation. So it's stuck like this, okay? So I actually got this advice from another YouTuber. He was working on a Chevy pickup or something, but if you guys are doing this, you're gonna run into this problem. You can see, if you look real close, you can see where I was trying to pull it out with like pliers, and you know, I got new seals, so I wasn't afraid to damage it, but obviously you can't really pull it out. It pulls out just like a normal axle. You just got to kind of pop it past that little ring. So this is what I did. Okay, I got this advice from another YouTuber. I ran into Harbor Freight and I got a tool. So I'm going to show you exactly how this worked. And this was super easy once I got the tool. I fiddled with this for, I don't know, an hour and a half before I actually got on YouTube and gave up. I mean, I was getting to the point where I was going to put pliers, vice grips right on the end of this this thing, and I actually did a couple times. I hope I didn't damage it. But this is what it looks like. I got it out. I'm going to show you how right now. So this is what it looks like. This is the new seal. Okay. And I hope I didn't damage this, because I actually did try to put some pliers on this, vice grips, and try to pry on the vice grips, and that just didn't work. So here you go. Here you go, YouTube. You're going to love this. So I guess this works on pretty much every single what do they call this thing? Axle stud shaft, or I don't know. Sorry, I'm just a garage guy. I'm not that good. So what I did was I went down to Harbor Freight. Okay, I bought this tool exactly like the other guy did. Thank you very much, buddy. If I can figure out a way to link your name, I will. But it's a tiny little slide hammer tool. It's really small. Comes in this kit with some tools, some parts, and all this other crap. $25. This thing was $25. They do make a specialty tool for this job. It's almost impossible to buy. You can purchase it. It's about $150. It's a tiny little clip. It fits on the end of these shafts. You pop out the C-clip, and then it grabs out of these, and then you can put a slide hammer on it, which is not included for your $150. So I got this tool for 25 bucks. So this is what I did. I took these claws and I took my grinder, okay, and I just kind of grinded down a little edge right here, as you can see, just a little bit. I left as much material. I hit this a couple times and then fit it, and then hit it and fit it, and you can see right here, this fits right inside this groove. Okay, so just imagine this is in the end of the vehicle. Okay, so all I did, hold on a second, basically just like this. Okay, there it goes. So it popped in there. I actually really took my time grinding it, so it's a nice tight fit. Maybe I didn't have to, but I did what the other guy did, and I put a clamp on it. Okay, so I took a little C clamp. Harbor Freight didn't have 2-inch, so I got a 3-inch. I barely got this thing in there. So I would recommend, if you're going to do this, get a 2-inch, not the 3-inch like I did. It will fit better in there, and it will fit around this. So all you're going to do is, once you get the slide hammer tool on there, you're going to put this on there like this. Okay, you see where I'm going with this. You guys know where I'm going with this. Okay, and just set it on there real. Doesn't have to be like super tight or anything. Well, anyways, you get the idea. So you're going to set that on there inside the vehicle. So we're inside the engine bay. Okay, and what I'll do is I'm going to pause this, put it on the other side, and show you the assembly. Okay, and then what all you do is you connect your slide hammer through this end. Okay, it just screws right in. If you can pull an axle, you should know how to work a slide hammer. I'm not going to go through the details of how to exactly put this thing up. There's videos on that. But what I'm going to do is this is how I did it. And this thing popped right out. I am talking easy work. So I'll pause this, I'll cut right back, and I will show you how this connects on the passenger side. All right, guys, I'm back. Got the set up here. So as you can see, we've got my tool set up here, okay? So the C-clamp, oh, sorry, I'm kind of looking at the camera, is on the little black hands, okay? And by the way, in the kit, there's 2 sets of arms. I used the long ones. Looking at it, it looks like you could get away with using the short ones. It's really up to you. You know, test fit it before you put them on or whatever. But you can see how it's kind of sitting in where the C-clip goes, right there in that groove. I just popped the C-clip out with a little hook pick. Just pop it right out. It's a piece of cake. Now this is kind of weird. So when you're doing this one on the Scion, the only bolt you have to take out is the one underneath with the lower control arm, and you just push the control arm down like that, and then the whole thing becomes loose. So you can see, I don't know if you can see that. I'm kind of doing this with one hand. But then to get my slide hammer in, I have to actually I have to pull this back like this, okay? So pull back on the caliper, see how I get that free play. So I'm going to put in the slide hammer, and then I'll show that to you too. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it screwed in there. Now I'm keeping tension on this because it's kind of sort of spring loaded here, okay? But all you're going to do is you take, I gotta do this with, I gotta hold the knuckle out while I'm sliding this. But here, I'll put the phone upside down underneath, and well, you're either gonna get an idea of what I'm doing, or you're not. Either way, I'm gonna pop this thing out, and that's how the video is gonna come out. So let's see what happens here. There it is. Came right out. Okay. It's out. C-clamp came off. I had it on there loose. Like I said, I don't want to break the tool, which is this. Okay, so now that I got this out, look at this. Okay, this is how this thing works. See how I had it in there? Okay. You see how that fits in there? All right. See what it did? Okay. Pretty cool. This is super cool. It was... Obviously, I'm sure that the factory tool is a lot better. But yeah, this is your stub shaft. It's called stub shaft. Okay. All right. And there's your seal, just like the other one. Just like that. So the passenger or the driver's side is really short, and the passenger side is really long on the 2007 2 model. Come here, you. Spider. By the way, shout out to Stone IPA. This is pretty cool. They got their upside down labels. So anyways, yeah. This was a $25 tool. The clamps were $3.99. I believe the 2-inch are $2.99. And like I said before, I recommend using the 2-inch. It's just kind of hard to manhandle this 3-inch up in here because it's just it's just big up against the side of the car and all that stuff. So anyways, good luck, guys, with your stub shaft removal project. I recommend not messing with it, just going straight down to Harbor Freight and getting one of these and just starting out the gate. Don't try to put vice grips on there and screw it up, because you know, nobody wants to buy this thing. That part looks really expensive. All right, have a great day, YouTube.